so funky, man.
Activate.
This is the RDDC podcast. Welcome to the Real Double Dose channel. This is your host Lex, coming to you straight from the heart where the talk is real and the vibe is live. I hope you're all feeling magnificently great, because that's exactly what all of you are. Here in our team at RDDC want to just always give you a hand of thanks. Yes, and happiness, and that's their way of expressing. So, Anthony and all of us and Angela and we just got a few more good buddies right now, but it's all love here on RDDC. And I just want to thank all the people who are listening, all the people who are leaving comments and email support, all of you who are loved beyond love itself in so many forms that you don't even understand. And we would love to take you out to dinner if you ever come around our town, or maybe we can come to your town one time and take us all out for a night out of just good measures, or a morning out or a lunch out. It doesn't have to just be the nightlife. So, yes, let me go in with my intro just so anyone who's new or anyone who needs refreshing can know. For any questions, requests, or any kind of things that you want to be presented on the show or things going on, you can reach us at realdoubledosechannel.blogspot.com for any food for the spirit thoughts. Again, I will be hooking that up. I know it's been a little bit of time, but with the 80-hour schedule, it's a little difficult sometimes to get it, but it's still on my to-do list, and I'm going to be doing that here in the next several days. I'm going to have it free on Kindle and Amazon, and then I'm going to also have it free for download. So later on, Anthony and them might decide to put it for like a 99-cent download or something. I'm not sure, but it's basically food for the spirit, or how to be connected to you kind of segments, all from the website, from the segments that I do have. So it's just give you a little insight. It's almost like a guide. I mean, you probably have maybe 45 days worth of insights on there, but it's something to keep going over, like a study guide into knowing more of yourself. So also you can reach us at Real Double Dose Channel at yandex.com, like some of you've been have for any, special comments, questions, and so forth. And we've been coming out trinkling with them. We wanted to have a special segment dedicated to those as well, but we're going to bring up a question today. Also, that is, again, yandex.com. That's Real Double Dose Channel at yandex.com for support, and realdoubledosechannel.blogspot.com. We also have a Google Plus page. You can find us on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, TuneIn Radio, and obviously SoundCloud, which is a great platform too. So just want to let you know that some things going on here, obviously. But the conversation topic today is going to be, are you connected? Now, this is another question that came in last night. I believe her name was Cynthia M. That's for disclosure purposes. And I think she was calling all the way from South Carolina. So, Cynthia, we're going to present your question to the RDDC family, and it's a very beautiful one. And now it was kind of her asking in the email support how magnificent it is. Is it wrong, basically, for me to embody or get so excited about what man has made, technology, cars, streets, houses, so forth? And basically my answer to that, and our answer in so many ways, especially my good friend Chris, was, hey, it's okay. It is okay, and that's mostly coming over here because I wanted to really define that. Are we really connected? Because we can look at so many things and be like, oh, look at this cool iPhone, this new app, this new airplane, this new jet, this new car. Look at this heated jacket. Look at this, enclosed umbrella, atmosphere. I mean, it's awesome stuff. I mean, I am just flabbergasted. I go to thegrommet.com, have emails from there, just new tech stuff, cnet.com, so different stuff I like seeing pop up, and just knowing what's out there and what my options are, which is great, fantastic. That's why we were all given the creative abilities and the knowledge and the intellect to have those. But where it comes into, are we connected? That's when we have to draw the fine line. It's okay for us to praise in a certain more humble form what us as a human species stuck in the flesh first to a fleshier part, and then the spirit obviously ascends above that if we can actually put everything into it. And we know only the greatest that has ever been here in the flesh and conquered it is the one above all. But at the same time, with the certification in ourselves and the cleansing and the purging and getting our mindset right and connecting to all that is and great energy sources that is, we can become so many things. Maybe we can get 98%, but it's better than being at 45 if we're trying to reach that intellect in ourselves. But the people who have to understand, and for us to understand, all these things that were created were given to us by the intellectual one, by the one that's so infinite and so great to even understand the blood and how it works and the cells and the molecules and why we breathe and what our body does. I mean, completely. That is so much more in creativity. I mean, I know scientists are still breaking it down and baffled. They're going to be wondering forever, but I mean, it's so intricate how every single little thing, even a germ, has a reason. Even seasons are connected to these things. I mean, it blows your mind on a whole nother level to even think, how could someone even put a concept into a phone and have it sing back to us, wake us up, put our notes down, even read our thoughts that we put down for a certain part. So you think about how intuitive and how intelligent, how creative we become and develop. And then remember that comes from the infinite source. And that's not even, I mean, man, it just blows your mind in all kinds of ways to even think about the intricacy and the levels and everything that comes together for it. I mean, you can see where I'm going here with it. I mean, it's amazing. Every cell in a leaf, everything, when it comes down to it, and how water reacts. Like, I can't really say the name too well, but Yakamori, I have to think of his name, but he's really good insider and does a lot of experiments in understanding spirituality and human nature and how things work. I have to get that reference later, but that water test I was speaking about in some previous segments, how 3 jars of rice, all the same water level, same color. One was spoke to negative, one was left alone, and one was spoke to with positive words. And the one with positive words still looked just fine 45 days plus afterwards. It just looked a little puffed up, but still, a teeny bit of off-white. You wouldn't even know. You would just think it was a little steamed or something. And then the one that was left alone had green mold and had little, grayish black pieces, but it was green mold. And the other one that was spoke to negatively was completely, black and decayed. And I'm not saying black is horrible, because black is very beautiful. All the colors are green, red, white, yellow. But I'm just saying, when you see that the black mass, the black hole, whatever it is, when we see it in a food, unless it's that color, it's just to the point where it's, kind of decaying. So we get from that, and just knowing that our creative faculties go beyond to the point where the infinite creator, the great spirit, the source of all things, and knowledge and understanding, and beyond a fathom of any human or even entity recognition, has that to where they can just go ahead and be like, hey, let's put this to the point where we're talking so positive that rice reacts to it. Water made it react, the water in it. The rice was just, the conductor to a point, or a tool. The rice was, the water was the embodiment of everything that was going on. So just like a snowflake is crystallized, negative things coming at the snowflake has a adverse reaction to it. It's distorted and it's just broken to chaos. And then you have the snowflake that is in harmony, and good words and good feelings are given to that water molecule, freezing in time. And it's the most beautiful, intricate thing you've ever seen before. So we look at so many things, and yet we don't really look at so many things. We don't look at so many things enough in my book. And I will say, even though we deal with colds and flus and bad times, headaches and stuff, a lot of stuff we bring on ourselves. or what we connect to in society as a mass whole. Like right now, I'm still going through trying to get my normal voice back. It's been over a week now. That's why I didn't have a segment last Wednesday. My voice is starting to come back and forth. My sniffles are here. You probably can hear them. Excuse me. I'm trying the best I can. I have this huge mic and we're trying to record as good as possible. But, at the end of the day, we have to look at every aspect that comes along with. Are we connected? Are we so connected? Not to the point of that. And I believe in the words again, as Dr. Eric Thomas would say, you spend all that time trying to upgrade your phones, upgrade your tablets, upgrade everything that comes along with a creative faculty from a flesh point. But have you taken any time, or have we taken the time to upgrade ourselves? Have you upgraded yourself, right? And maybe, I don't know if I had a segment about upgrading yourself, but it's the same thing. Are you connected? Are you so deeply connected that you can connect with the source of all things and you can put yourself in alignment with that? I mean, be intrigued. And I'm talking to myself as well, all of us. Be so intrigued with how things are and just the divinity and sweetness of it. How we can plant a seed in the ground, in the soil, even though we've lived on this earth for so long, thousands upon thousands of years, and have it flourish corn or berries or fruits or nuts or whatever it might be. I mean, think about that. The seed, so shall you reap, The seed you plant is something you shall reap. And it makes so much sense. It makes so much sense. And when I heard that with, the Holy One, the most infinite one, and the Son, JC, whatever they want to call it. The whole thing is we know what that is. It's the supreme being of everything that is being itself. And, they are God. His Son are the holy ones, are the tree, and we are the branches. And the moment that we connect to those things and understand what that means, and I really had to think about that about 6:00 this morning. I was thinking, wow, like without that tree giving that energy and that water and distributing in that life, the branches would just fall off. Now, some of them get cut off and all kinds of stuff, but they grow right back as long as you got the main foundation of it. And you understand this from an analogy point. It's the same thing, I feel like we are the rabbits running away from the carrot, and the infinite source is beyond a carrot, but we're always running away from that carrot, the one, the food, the nourishment, the love, all of that within that, if you can see the analogy I'm saying. And it should be us chasing after that carrot of the infinite one. But it's so much of a deep love and understanding from the infinite source that it's willing to sit there and say, here's the carrot. You still want to eat it? We're right here. We're going to sit there and let you see it and keep, trying to guide you to where it is. But ultimately, it's your choice. If you're going to go out there and eat some rotten vegetation, if you're going to go out there and starve, whatever you want, you still have it right here. But eventually, if you keep ignoring it, you're not going to be able to see that carrot from the forest, from the trees. So yeah, we have to understand that. Are we connected? Now, there's going to be so many part ones and part twos to what we do. It's going to be brought up constantly. But yes, Cynthia, I want to say, don't feel bad about it. I mean, you could recognize it and feel good about it, but just know where it comes from when you see that tablet or that phone. Realize that you upgrade yourself when you're upgrading your spirituality to a deeper knowledge of the infinite source of all things, the creator of all things. The one that touched the earth as far as a part of the creator and his son that came down here to be a part of it and show us a whole different way and show us how connected we can be, not to just the things of earthly matters, which we see in front of our face because, we got to get a car breaks down, we got to go to work, we got to get lunch. Yes, all those things have came with the structured society since, you can say past Rome or whatever it might be, but ultimately, everything was given. No man's just going to take whatever he wants. Certain things are aligned for certain reasons. Certain things happen for certain seasons and reasons. But it's good to first and primarily, in my opinion and the fact that I believe in myself, look at the creation from the most natural point of how everything is. And you're going to go baffling yourself and look at every cell that's broke down, or every molecule, every DNA strand. That if that's what you want, and so choose, hey, I wish you the best journey. Let us know how it goes. We'll even check out some stuff with you. But also remember how that creativity and development went through, man, and think about for them to even get that knowledge and be able to succeed and develop the things that they do from that creative faculty that was given to them upon their creation on this earth. So you had to pay homage to the one that it is. You know what I mean? Like that's just the way it is. You can't just skip out on that. You can choose to, but you're denying the truth. And, oh, well, this person came out with a light bulb or this and that. Yeah, but who gave them the knowledge to come out with that light bulb? And who gave them the breath in their lungs and their body to function enough to even create something so great? The automobile, the airplane, TVs, radios, whatever we have. It's good to have appreciation, but have appreciation to the first and the only and the last. You know what I mean? And you understand that if you feel what I'm feeling and you know what I'm saying, and I know you do. So I'm glad we got that out the way. I could have another one. I'm going to try to bring a couple more questions into there as time goes by, but I try to keep these segments just enough so you can hear what you need to hear without going on too far. But we'll break it down. We'll get it in there. And all I have to say is peace, love, and happiness and joy. Cynthia, we thank you for your question, and we're glad we got around to it. And we'll be having the rest of those questions be answered. Thank you for realizing and seeing that. Appreciate that very much. And again, you can, have a good time at whatever you want to do. If you want to follow us on Twitter also with some other people we're connected with right now, is at Alanya28, and that's at ALLANYAH 28. That's just somewhere where we definitely collaborate with different people out here. So I appreciate that, and we appreciate that, and I hope this has helped us all kind of open our heads up a little bit more on this. This is part 1, part 2, part 3, wherever you want to put it. RDDC is always going to be a slice of everyday life and give it to you exactly how you want it and exactly how we feel it. And we just hope it can give anyone, and it gives ourselves a lot of clarity. It opens us up and expands, and we thank you for your knowledge and helping spark and ignite the hearts and the minds of everyone out there. So, please send me your prayers as always, and hopefully I get over the stuffy nose and sniffling, and all you out there who are dealing with losses, tragedies, happiness, sadness, illnesses, is a disease, is dis-ease. And as we get closer to the spirit of the infinite source and the way that it's supposed to be guided for our lives to blossom and flourish ourselves and others, I believe all that dis-ease will be erased. So, again, my favorite word, so. This is your host, Lex, always coming to you straight from the heart. And we appreciate your hearts. And we will be having more. You can reach us at Real Double Dose channel at yandex.com, YANDEX.com, and realdoubledosechannel.blogspot.com for any insights. Check out our Skeeter store for some apparel. That should be on the right-hand side of the screen if how you're looking at it. Just different things around that. Navigate through the blog and see what sparks you up. If not, you can leave a comment or contact support like you have been for more discretion, whatever you feel. So we will be back talking to you, and we look forward to having you here. Again, stay strong, and are you connected? Think about how deeply connected you are to understand your infinite source connection of everything that is. Okay? So stay blessed and only you, and we'll be back with you soon.